Sup y'all? If you're wondering, why does this camera quality look worse than before I thought Sam was getting a new phone? In the interim, because I pre-ordered my phone, I pre-ordered the Samsung package, SLSB, for my Stray Kids boys, those won't ship until early November. And I thought that my phone would hold out until early November. It is not. It is not. It is so far gone that I've had to downgrade to an even older version of my old phone. So that's why the camera looks like this. Hopefully, sometime soon, probably not by the end of comeback season, will I get my new phone. Until then, I didn't realize the 17th album came out today. This is what I mean when I say there's too many comebacks to focus on right now. I could not keep up with anybody's comeback schedule, because all of the albums hit stores on the 27th. Target gets them on the 27th. The 17th shop ships on the 27th. So I stupidly thought that this album came out on October 27th. Just to be literally halfway out the door today, because I had some errands to run. I was fully dressed, socks on, shoes on, checking Spotify to see what I wanted to play in the car, to see that this album was on Spotify. And I was like, huh? Because I knew that the music video for God of Music came out today, but I thought that was just like a pre-release track, and I was like, I'll just wait to listen to it until the full album comes out on Friday. And then I see the full album is out today. The album came out today. I didn't know any of this. I was fully unprepared to listen to this album today, especially since I told y'all in the last video about TXT's new album that this week was supposed to be my update video for the end of October. Because I thought that this album was going to come out on Friday, after I already had to put that video out. But since this album came out on Monday, I don't know, maybe it's on me and my, like, Eurocentrism to think that everybody was on an American, like, release schedule and that everybody was releasing their shit on Fridays for Billboard tracking. But I was also very much led astray by the fact that the physical albums don't come out until Friday. I'm very excited to listen to this album. I've gotten zero spoilers. It has been actually very easy to get zero spoilers because they put out a highlight medley, they put out a bunch of little teasers, and I have been like, blinders on, don't show me anything. So I don't know anything. I know that there has been some like debate over who's singing in Monster, which is the hip hop track. Haven't heard it. Don't want to hear it. Just want to listen to the album with blind ears. I'm very excited. That being said though, this is another An Ode era moment in which my man S. Coops is out. I hate it here. I want him to come home so bad. I miss him so bad. Obviously, yes, he needs to focus on his health first and foremost. I don't want him to be overworked until he's ready and fully healed, but like, I also just wish he was better. I just want him to come back and I miss him so much. So, from what I've also heard, from the little bits of nothing that I've seen about the music video, he's not in the music video. Or maybe he is, he's kind of sort of in the music video, but he's like filmed it separately than everybody else. I don't really know, because I haven't watched any teasers. I've just heard people talk about the teasers. And even then, I've been trying to be like, la 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 la, don't tell me anything. Anyways, we need to just get into and listen to and watch this new album. I think this is considered a full-length album because it's 8 tracks, even though the last track is just God of Music instrumental, which I don't think counts as a track, but whatever. I think this is technically considered a full-length album and not a mini album. And again, as I've talked about with their last 2 comebacks, Face the Sun was so good. Face the Sun is a perfect fucking album. Face the Sun was incredible. So when they went and they repackaged it into Sector 17, I was pissed. And then they came up with FML, and FML was like good, but it was not Face the Sun level good. But that was just a mini album. This is their next full-length album. So this is the direct comparison, this is the direct lineage of Face the Sun. Because technically Sector 17 is a repackage which is on its own level. So I will be harshly judging this in comparison to Face the Sun because Face the Sun is so good. Face the Sun is a perfect album to me. And Face the Sun has an actual 8-track listing, 8 different songs, and not just 7.5. But well, all I know about this album is that Woozy got on live and said, trust me, I know what I'm doing. And I trust him implicitly. King producer E.G. Hood, I trust him implicitly. So, I know this album's gonna be good, but is it going to be Face the Sun level good? We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to listen and see. And now it'll make sense why everybody's been going live recently, because the album comes out today. Nobody told me that the album comes out today, though. They needed to put some sort of countdown on their Instagram or something so that I could realize that the album came out today and not on Friday. Anyways, we gotta get into it. You know how it goes. We're gonna listen to all the songs in order. We're gonna start with SOS, which is produced by Marshmello. I feel like this is a big deal, but I don't know a single thing that Marshmello's done, respectfully. So I don't really care that it's produced by Marshmello. If anything, I want it to be produced by Woozy. But we'll listen to it. SOS, group song, let's go. It's an English song? Is this a safe space? I didn't like that song. I did not like that song. I don't think it needed to be all in English. And let me say, I blame Marshmello. Let me just blame this on Marshmello because, first of all, I don't think the production is good. Or maybe, okay, I don't like the production personally. I don't think it's nice. I don't like how it sounds with the song. And I know that they can write good English songs because Darling fucking slaps. This song, though, is not good. This song sounds like an English version of a Korean song. I feel like if this song was just in Korean, it'd be so much better. Because I feel like the big issue with English versions of Korean songs is that the translations and the lyrics that they're singing are so literal, it loses a lot of that passion, a lot of that nuance that you get when it's written in Korean. And it didn't lose that with Darling. That's why Darling was good. But the lyrics in this song are so literal and so just like, I don't know, devoid of emotion. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it. I think everybody sounds good. I love that we get like really strong Joshua vocals because I feel like Joshua never really gets like a big moment in most of like the group songs. So I loved hearing Joshua on this, but I also think that maybe they just leaned a little heavy into the Vern and Joshua because they're the native English speakers of the group, and the song's in English. I think Esco's part was good. I don't like this song. I don't like this song. And I'm really worried that because it's all in English, that when they do their US leg of their tour, that they're going to perform the song. And I don't want them to. If we're going to have to do an English song, do Darling. Darling's great. It's just every lyric was, I don't want to say cringe, but every lyric was just like, oh. Yep. Because, like, it's not like it doesn't make sense. It's just, it's very direct. It's very literal. And there's no sort of, like, artistic musical nuance that you get with their Korean songs. And if this song was in Korean, I think it'd be better. And I worry that because it's produced by Marshmello, that, like, someone, Hybe, one of the members, all the members, someone was like, we should make a song in English and get it produced by Marshmello. And I think both of those thoughts were bad ideas. It should not have been produced by Marshmello, and it should not have been all in English. I love them. Let's not get it wrong. I love them. I think they all sound good. Just nothing about this song is appealing to me. I like the lyrics, despite the lyrics themselves not being, like, interesting or well-written in any way. In my opinion, in my humble opinion, I like that this song is, like, anti-war. The SOS right now, every day we're fighting a silent war we never wanted. People keep on dying when the world is killing you. It feels like a thematic successor to FML, where it's like the world is bad, but we must keep fighting to make it better. And I like that message. I don't think that the lyrics tell that story or that message well. I think the lyrics are not great. I also just think if we're gonna do an all English song, it has to eat. Otherwise, we don't need it. That's how I feel about a lot of English versions of a lot of songs. A lot of the time, it's unneeded. Because, like, unless the song eats, it feels like it's pandering. A thing that K-poppies on Twitter love to talk about is Western validation. And I'm not here to say that this song is that, but I am saying that a lot of groups love to put out English versions of songs in order to, what I assume, is draw in a Western English-speaking fan base. But I think what a lot of people aren't getting is that people don't listen to K-pop for English music unless it eats. You listen to XG, all their music is in English and it eats. It needs to still be good. It can't just be in English. And I feel like this song, to me personally, I don't like it. I don't think it's good. There is nothing about this song that is appealing to me. Even the instrumentals. That's why I'm like, producer Marshmello, what are you doing? I think the only thing that I know that Marshmello has done is that Best Friend song. And that song was okay. I just feel like if the lyrics aren't going to be good, and obviously the vocals are going to be good, like Sungwon and DK sound incredible, Sungwon had a great high note, I just feel like none of their good vocals are supported by good instrumentals. I feel like the instrumentals are also very weird and boring and do not complement this song well at all. Because it's like a rock sound, but none of them are really singing in a rock way. And I know that they can do rock songs because 2 Minus 1 is incredible, one of my favorite 17 songs. So I know that they can. They can do an all-English rock song, but this isn't it. I like to stay away from saying that a song is good or bad, because again, this is all just my personal opinion. But this song, I see no merit in, respectfully, except for their vocals, but their vocals are good in like every song. So like, the song itself isn't great. I don't like it. I really hope that they don't perform it in the States, but it's all English, so they're going to. But Woozy said to trust him, and he didn't produce the song. That's where we faltered. That's where we faltered. I trust you. I don't trust this Marshmallow Man. Anyways, we're just gonna move on. We're just gonna move on. I don't like this song at all. We're gonna move right on. We're gonna move on to their title track, God of Music. If y'all want me to believe and fight for the fact that y'all are the gods of music, this next song better eat! You know how it goes. Music video, then lyric video. Please be so good. I wanted this title track to eat. Please. Their title tracks are usually really, really good. There's only one title track I don't love. Okay, budget? Escapes! Not even the hospital! Okay, dancer. I love a CGI sky. One Ming Hao. Oh, that's so cute. Yay, go Woozy! Yeah, this is the little thing I saw with Scoops on the phone. That hurts me. I miss my man. The way that they've incorporated Scoops is nice. I do wish he was just here. That song is cute. Okay, before we watch it with lyrics, I think this song is fun. And again, I feel like I'm being a hater. I feel like I'm being a hater and I'm being too harsh. But I feel like every other title track that I've listened to by 17, you watch it, you listen to it, you know that that's going to be the song of the summer. You know that that's going to be the song of the season. That's going to be the it song. Even like Sonogong, it wasn't my favorite in comparison to like Hot or Rock With You or Ready To Be or any of the title tracks that came before it, but I was like, this is like a moment. This song's fun. I feel like this is a summer song though. I feel like going into winter, why are you releasing like a fun, bright summer bop? Like, it's a good, fun song. It's really catchy. Everybody's parts really eat. But I'm also just like, I don't know. Maybe again, I feel like I'm being too harsh, and I feel like my standards for 17 are just so high because they make such incredible music, because they are the gods of music, that when the song is like an A-tier song and not an S-tier song, I'm like, because I know that they can make S-tier music. And this has not been S-tier music so far. This is an A-tier song though. Fun, bright, poppy, kind of almost like their older title tracks, like Adore You, Pretty You, Monse, very much that vibe. But I don't know. Let me listen to the lyrics so I can properly judge the song. I also feel like though, I don't like when music videos substitute CGI for practical props. I feel like there are a lot of moments in which it could have just been a practical props, and instead it was CGI. And I'm like, I know it's harder if it's a practical thing, but it looks better. And it shows that you put in some effort. And I know that you have the budget, Hybe. Anyway, show me the lyrics. Oh, they're talking about it abstractly. They're not saying that they're the gods of music. I think that they should, though. Because it's true. See, that moment was really nice. I really like that. I do love this part. Like, this moment with the papers, we could have just had paper. Because it looks fake with the CGI. I like this part. This is my favorite part of the song. It's really fun. I can't believe they went through the whole FML promotion without performing it here. If I never get to see Fire Line, I'll be very sad. Or if I don't understand my I Love You. I feel like I Don't Understand My I Love You is very thematically similar to this song as well. And it's clearly S-Coop's leading the chant here. The fact that he's not here really hurts me. I love Good Dance Break. Fuck it up, Wadu. Cute. Okay. I do like this song more after listening to it a second time and listening to the lyrics. It's really cute. Okay, it's really cute. But this, okay, what I was thinking about it, what I was realizing is that this song, like I said, is very similar to like their older title tracks. Like a Manse, like a Pretty You, like an Akanda. But like, this is a thing that I worry about, and as I get older, I'm trying to keep away from, is the, not necessarily the kids' bopification, but like the sanitization of K-pop music. I feel like K-pop is now leaning towards trying to be family friendly with their music, because that's a weird thing that the West has put on K-pop music. That it's like, it's good fun music that everyone can enjoy. And I'm like, not everything's for everybody. Some songs about shaking ass. Don't let your kids hear. And it's partially because I hate children. I will admit that. But I feel like this song is very much bright, child-friendly music. You can see it because there's also a lot of kids in the music video, and it's supposed to be like, not necessarily We Are the World, because it's not like that, like, low tempo, but it's like everybody can come together because we all love music, and it feels very elementary school. And it feels like a song that would play on the radio in like 5th grade. And like, I still love this song, but I do worry that not just 17, but a lot of K-pop groups are leaning towards making these like fun, radio-friendly bops that would also do well on a global scale. And there's nothing wrong with that. I personally am not a big fan of that type of music. I like music that is for adult people. That's why I love Card. Sometimes not everything's for everybody. I was just talking to my friend about this. I don't love the concept visually that they have chosen to go for this album. It's very Sector 17. It's very bright colors, boho chic. We all go to college in Brooklyn. Like, I don't love it. And I think that's also hindering the thing. It's like they look like bright children's show TV characters with how they are styled and dressed in this music video. And it's not a bad thing, just not for me. That being said, I do think that the song is really fun, and I think that when they perform it on their music shows in this next week, they're going to eat their performance, and the dance breaks are going to be incredible. That being said, though, I do think my enjoyment is also very much hindered by the fact that my man isn't here. He is kind of sorted in the music video, but he's not in the music video, and I feel like if he was in the music video, I would like it a lot more. Because his absence is deeply felt by me. I want my man to be in the music video, especially on that whole bridge scene where he's clearly leading the chant and he's not there. It hurts. It hurts, and I miss him and I want him back. We have to go on to the next song. Next song is another group song, Diamond Days. I suspect that this song will reference their first album with the diamond, shining diamond. You know I don't like an empty chorus. I hope that there's a good dance break. You can always trust 17 to give you a good dance break. I really like this part. I don't know why. It has to be a dance break moment. It has to. They wouldn't just give us an empty chorus. Lucy would never. It has to be a dance break. They have to perform this and it has to be a dance break. If they never perform this song, I'll be very sad. Shining Diamond is such a good song. Incredible debut song. Okay. Not my favorite song, but pretty fucking good. Okay, I don't hate that chorus. I feel like there are some empty choruses that I really hate, but I feel like this, like I said, empty choruses are okay to me if they do it in a fun hyper-pop EDM way. And they did it here in a fun hyper-pop EDM way. And I believe, hope, trust in them to give us a fun dance break. Because that's what they do with performance team songs. And I feel like I judge performance team songs too harshly just on their musicality when it is also a performance song. And I feel like if they perform this, when they perform this and they give us a fun dance break, all will be forgiven. But just listening to the song, the chorus is a little But if we're considering all empty choruses, this is one of the better ones. I think this song is fun. It's basically being like, we're the same as we've always been. We made a promise to you many years ago that we'll be your shining diamonds, and we promise to keep doing so. Because we're the same people we've always been. I think that's really sweet. I'm also going to double check the lyrics, because 17 Translations made a lovely thread for everybody. Marshmallow's producer tag is Mellow It Ain't Right. Mellow. It ain't right. I also like the promise I said I'd put on your finger, because they all wear their rings. Oh, it's so sweet. Yeah, the part where they're like, us who shine, our promise never breaks, the way we are now is still the same as before, I'll remember the first day. It's just very sweet, it's very reflective. I feel like if we're doing a reflective moment, it should have been on your 10th album, because I don't even know what number album this is. I think it's their 11th album overall. I don't know, I feel like this is this their 13th though? Wait, maybe this is a significant album. 17th is what? What album is that in their discography? Is their 11th mini album? Extended play? So this is a mini album. What? There's 8 tracks. This is still a mini album? Okay, then I need to judge it very differently. If we're not judging it against Face the Sun, we have to judge it against FML? That's kind of weird. Okay, crazy. Okay, but this is their 11th mini album, and I feel like 11 is not a very significant number for 17. So, if we're going to be doing a sort of I love you, thank you so much for sticking with me and all of your support, like, we promise to stay with you guys forever sort of song, I feel like we should have been on your 10th, the big double digits, but, like, that's just me thinking about the meta narrative. I really like this song. I think it's really fun. I'm anticipating, trusting, hoping that there's going to be a fun dance break when they perform this. That being said, if we're going to compare the 2 Diamond songs thematically, Shining Diamond will always be that girl. This song is not better than Shining Diamond. It wishes. But Shining Diamond is incredible and will always be incredible. Next song! We're into the... Are we halfway through? We're halfway through. We're halfway through the album already. That's crazy. We have reached the unit songs. Now, as I've talked about before in my 17 videos, the performance team songs have really been eating. And in the earlier eras, the performance songs were always my least favorite of the unit songs. But recently, the performance songs have been my favorites. Because they've really been stepping up their pussy when it comes to their performance songs. And I really appreciate that, and I really anticipate, okay, because their last performance song, I Don't Understand But I Love You, by far the best performance song ever. It's so good, and it's so incredible. So the bar is set really high for this. Really, really, really high. So if Back to Back doesn't serve content, it will be disappointing. Okay, dance break, I can hear it, dance break. The instrumentals are very compressed? I don't know, they're very scratchy. Very Game Boy. Okay, June vocals. Okay. I really like that song. I feel like, okay, as I've discussed before, the line distribution has not always been fair. And again, blah, 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 we can't always harp on line distribution. We want equity, not equality. That's all we can do, blah, 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 blah. But as of recently, the line distribution has been great. So I haven't had to mention it. All of the group songs for this album, incredible. Line distribution, everybody gets a moment and I love it. But because June and Minghao have not always gotten their moment, the fact that they're getting moments now and they continue to eat with every moment that they get, I love to see it. Minghao's vocals in this song are so good. June's vocals in this song, so good. That low note in like the bridge, so good. I love to see them take their moment and absolutely eat because they weren't given moments at the beginning. But here they are, eating. I'm so happy for them. Oh, they sound so good. Okay, gotta read the translations. Oh, beyond the blue desert and the pink sea, it's the carrot colors that they stole from us with the new light stick. Okay. Lyrics, don't fully get them. There's a lot of metaphor in here that I don't fully understand, and that's okay, but I think it's just a song for the fans. Kind of, piggybacking off of the last song, going like, back to back, us. We're always gonna be like this. In this dark, cold world, we'll always have you and you'll always have us. And I think it's fun, and I think also, you know, I love a nice, fun, sexy performance team song. Wave. What is the other song that they did? Wave, and what is that other performance team song? What is that other performance team song? Not Network Love. What is the song that they performed? Moonwalker! Moonwalker and Wave eat. But they're like fun, sexy songs. And I feel like there are few bright, fun, silly songs. Like there's Pong, and I love Pong, and I feel like Pong will always be the standard for like a bright, fun, silly song. I don't feel like this song, in my mind, to me, is as good as Pong. Like I like Pong a lot more than I like Back to Back, but I feel like this song is like bright and fun. And I feel like it's a good change of pace for when they always sort of do serious songs. And I think giving them the opportunity to make a good, fun, just like upbeat, bright song like this is incredible. I really like this song. But I feel like the performance team never really lets me down anymore. And not that they let me down at the beginning, I feel like they just were not given the opportunities to eat like the other groups were given the opportunities to eat, but that's just my hot take. Now that they're eating, they always serve. I love it. But next is the long-anticipated Monster by the Hip Hop Team. Now, when they first released the track names, I claimed this track because I know that if it's going to be the Hip Hop Team and it's going to be titled Monster, it's going to have to eat. So my expectations, very high. Possibly too high, but we'll see. Very excited. You know, I love a Hip Hop Team song. See, I love this. Oh, it's like a video game track. Oh, producer EG, who you ate? You hear this? You hear this? I love my voice.
Where my goblins, where my chocolates, this the anthem. Throw your claws up, stay the indoor, too, stay the indoor. Hit the jackpot, this the trick or treat tour.
Did they give us a Halloween track right before Halloween? I love this shit. I love when somebody makes an ego song where they just sort of play in your face. I think it's so fun. I claimed the right track. This song's so good. Is this song not even 3 minutes? This song isn't even 3 minutes. No! I'm heartbroken. I know. I say it all the time. If the song's over, just end it. Don't drag it out. But just the fact that this song is so good and it's only 2.5 minutes. No! It didn't even hit the 3-minute mark. It's so good. It's so good, y'all. I claimed the right track because I knew a Hip Hop Team song titled Monster was gonna eat. So good. So good. See, this is the standard of music I need from all of their tracks. I need it to be so incredible that it feels like it punched me in the face. I feel like I'm not getting that from the other songs, but this song, the song that I claimed, the song that I knew was gonna eat, they didn't let me down. And S-Coops has a whole line in the song about it too. He was like, it's so good that you couldn't even like doubt if you liked it. What did he write? Okay, this person translated it differently. What's S-Coops like? Go back. The culprit who made you like this without hesitation was translated differently by 17 translations to the criminal who made you lose your mind like this. And I prefer the first one because it's like, I liked it without hesitation. There's some songs in which you have to let it grow on you, in which you don't like it on first listen. But this song was not one of them. You listen to it and you're immediately hooked in. That's the power of the Hip Hop Team. Now, last album, FML. Fire was good, but I don't understand why I Love You was so much better. Not so much better, but like, because they're both really, really good, but like, performance team really were in their bag with that one. It was definitely my favorite of the unit songs. This song, #1. Vocal team's really gonna have to fight if they want to take #1 from this song. It's so good. And for them to put out a Halloween song right before Halloween. They did that for us. Do you know how many Halloween songs there are? There's like 5. There are no Halloween songs. So for them to put out a Halloween song that eats, and for, like, the instrumentals to be built up of, like, children laughing at you, going like, nah, 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 it's so good. And for, like, the ringing of the doorbell because of the trick-or-treating, the layers to this song are actually incredible. And the instrumentals only, like, it's so good. This is what I need from all of their songs. This is the standard for music. This is what I mean, where I'm like, the instrumentals should always work to support the song and the themes. Like Game Boy and all of their like video game sounds, perfect. This song, I think the unit teams really need to just step it up to 3 songs. There are so many good unit team songs that now we need to go from having just 2 songs per unit to 3 songs per unit. I know it's gonna take some time away from like the group songs, but like, there are so many good hip-hop team songs, so many good vocal team songs, so many good performance team songs that I'm like, how are we supposed to just pick 2? How are we supposed to just pick 2? I love Fire. I love Back It Up. I love Game Boy, but we need to fit Monster in there somewhere. We're have to cut one? We're gonna have to cut one? We haven't even gotten to hear Fire yet. So, like, if they, like, just perform Back It Up because they love Back It Up and we love Back It Up and I want to hear Back It Up and I also want them to perform Game Boy because I love Game Boy, but I get it, Game Boy was last tour, so if we have to cut both of them to get the 2 new songs, like, I will be heartbroken. So why don't we just add a 3rd song? We get Back It Up, we get Fire, we get Monster, we get whatever the vocal team wants to sing. Truly, I'd be happy with whatever. Their vocals are beautiful. And then we can get Wave, I Don't Understand But I Love You, and Pong. I think that'd be incredible. I think we need to up it to 3 songs. I think the level of musicality that we're bringing to these unit songs are so great that we need to step it up to 3 songs. So good. Because I love an ego song. Like I said, I love an ego song where the people with the ego are, like, playing in your face. Because it's so funny that they go, everyone murmurs, who do these guys think they are? If you're so popular, make noise about how popular you are. And then they start, you know, bragging. Stadium door to stadium door, hit the jackpot. This a trick or treat tour. Vernon's verses recently have been so good. Like, so good. And I mentioned before how in the very, very early debut days I didn't love his verses. But every time he gets a verse now, eats. Arguably the best verse in the song. Every time. So good. Pull up in an all-black roadster. My life right now is such a pop star. Don't believe me? Come to our concert. Everybody calls me Monster. Is in an incredible chorus. And even Mingyu's part, as short as it was, I feel like if they gave all 4 of them a nice 8-bar section and didn't cut Mingyu's down to a 4-bar like they always do, the song could be a little bit longer. But okay. I've talked about this before. I don't think that Mingyu is a particularly forthright rapper. Like, I feel like in terms of the rap unit, he leans way more to singer than any of the other rappers. Like, I think Vernon, S-Coops, and even Wanu are, like, rapper first, whereas Mingyu's like, I'm just here. I don't think that's his fault. But I feel like consistently in a lot of hip-hop team songs, he's getting the short end of the stick every time. And it's very noticeable when everybody else has, like, a long section. A nice 8 bars, sometimes 16, and Mingyu gets like 2 lines. And I just feel like we could have really, if we could have just like written his part out a little bit more, fluffed it out, fleshed it out a little bit more, this song could have gone to 3 minutes, and also Mingyu could have had like a bigger part. I know, we're fighting for equity, not equality, but I feel like within the hip-hop team songs, we are never getting equity, so at the very least we should get equality. Because there's never been a hip-hop team song in which, like, Mingyu's gotten the most lines. It's always, okay, sometimes Mingyu gets the same amount of lines. So I feel like we should just make that an always sort of thing. Because he could have just gotten, like, 2 more lines. I think it's rough. That being said, the 2 lines that he did take, he ate them. Walking like a monster, bottom to the top star, put on sunglasses, and feel like a bounce star. Vibes. Party like a rock star. Everyday super day. Ora cha cha. I feel like the last half of it, a little weak. But the first part of it, eats. Walking like a monster, bottom to the top star, it eats. I just wish that Mingyu's parts were better. And I don't blame that on Mingyu because it's a team effort to write these songs. So if they really wanted Mingyu's parts to shine a little bit more, they could work. They could work a little harder on Mingyu's parts. I'm just saying. Does he even have a writing credit on this song? I feel like so often Mingyu doesn't even write his own parts. He just takes what he's given and he says thank you. This is the shortest song of the album. Every other song reached 3 minutes. I'm heartbroken. This song's so good, it should have reached 3 minutes. Okay, he does have writing credits. But so does everybody else. So I think everybody else should have pitched in and really helped Mingyu flesh out his part because he deserved more lines. Anyways, this is an incredible song. Incredible song. I love this song so much. And for them to give us a Halloween track right before Halloween, I am so thankful. I am so thankful. Incredible. I love it. I love it. I think it's so funny. I think it's so fun. I love an ego song, as I've talked before. I love an ego song. Even though the chorus is in theory an empty chorus, because all they're going is na 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 na, it adds to the theme of the song, and I hope that there's going to be a good dance break. Because Fire got a good dance break, so I'm hoping that this song also gets a good dance break. But, incredible. I knew that the song would eat, and they did not let me down. Ugh, I love the hip-hop team. Okay, next song though. Next song is going to be the vocal team, and it's going to be Yawn. It makes me think that it's going to be a slow song. And they love to eat up a slow song. They love a good piano ballad. To go from Monster to this is such a choice. The instrumentals are really beautiful. The guitar, the piano, the violins. I think that's a very beautiful song. In terms of their ballads, I feel like it's not my favorite. I feel like they have bigger, more emotionally impactful ballads. Like, again, If You Leave Me Will Always Be That Girl. But I do appreciate the way that they made this song so that everybody could sound beautiful together. Because I feel like a lot of vocal team songs, again, not to harp on line distribution because it's a lot better now and it's not an issue anymore in my mind. Joshua and Jungkook just never really got their moments because you would always just have maiden lead vocals, DK and Sungwon, and then Woozi, who's also an incredible vocalist, just belting their ass off for no fucking reason, except for the fact that they sound amazing and it's a vocal team song. And then I feel like Joshua and Jungkook, because they have a lot softer vocals, never really got their chance to shine, because they were always being outsung by the other members. So the fact that they not only made a beautiful ballad that's very soft and suits Jungkook and Joshua's vocals so well, they kept DK and Sungwon from doing a crazy fucking belt so that everybody stays soft and sweet together. And I really do like that. I feel like in terms of ballads, even instrumentally, this has a lot more going on than like If You Leave Me, but I feel like sometimes less is more. And I feel like the instrumentals in this were building, but then because we kept the vocals very soft, it didn't fully match what was going on in the rest of the song, because we kept the vocals very soft, but then the instrumentals kept getting more powerful, and there was that mismatch towards the end. That being said, Joshua in that last like chorus really ate. I also appreciate the lyrics because the song is very sad. Like, on the paper of my heart full of scribbles of me, there's a request written. Don't hate yourself. You know it was a good choice. You were hurting and couldn't even say. There's no way I wouldn't know because you're my breath. Don't be sorry. So I think it's like, it's a breakup that they had to break off and they feel really guilty about it. But their partner is like, don't beat yourself up about it. You were clearly very unhappy in this relationship. It's okay. It's very sad. And I love a good sad song. Apparently, y'all, Woozi wrote the song for Sungwon when he was on hiatus. And the lyrics make a lot more sense now. And they hurt a lot more. They hurt a lot more. Like, don't hate yourself, you know it was a good choice. You were hurting and couldn't even say. Because imagine, in the middle of like comebacks, everything that Sungwon was going through. Woozi. This encircles his songs, emotionally devastating. When I found that out, I lost my mind. I do just feel like the instrumentals, while they were nice, it did not fit the vocals perfectly. Especially towards the end, because they kept like building. Like they were going to like let DK or someone do a big belt or something, and then they did it. They kept it very tame, very sad, very inwards. But then I was like, then why are the instrumentals building? I do feel like the instrumentals were very pretty though. The guitar, the violin, the piano, that like electric guitar that underscored it a little bit, which I thought was a very nice touch. That being said, I think in terms of vocal team songs, this is not my favorite. And Perfect Love will always be my favorite, and Perfect Love is such a fucking good song. I think also in terms of the 3 songs that we have for the units, like I said, vocal team is gonna have to fight real hard to try to take Monster from number 1. Monster's number 1. Monster's so good. And I think just because personally I don't love a ballad as much as I love a nice, fun, up-tempo track, I do like the performance team song more than the vocal team song, but the vocal team loves a strong ballad. 9 times out of 10, the vocal team unit song is gonna be a ballad. And I love that, but just ballads are not usually my thing. So out of the 3, it's my least favorite, but all the unit songs are still very, very good. And y'all, can you believe it? We've made it to the last song. That's crazy. That is crazy. I cannot believe it. I can't even believe that this album came out today. I also do think it's crazy that they went from Monster to Yawn, that they would put them in this order. I feel like you should have put Monster last, well, depending on what Headliner sounds like. But Monster and Yawn should not be next to each other in the track list, because to go from Monster and have the next song be Yawn, completely different vibes. They need to be separate on the album. Anyways, last and final song, Headliner. They are the headliners. I love One Direction. This song is so One Direction. The song was too short. Barely 3 minutes. Such a short song. When they reached the pre-chorus, I was like, how are we already at the end of the song? Or when they reached the bridge, I was already like, how are we already at the end of the song? I like this song. It's very, very sweet. And a thing that I worry about a lot of times with Jungkook and Joshua's vocals is that because they're so soft, that a lot of the times the instrumentals are overpowering their vocals, but they sound perfect in this song. Perfectly mixed. Perfect. Everybody sounds really good in this song. Mwah. And it's hard because they have, every member has such a different vocal tone than everybody else. Like, we have deep bass Wadu, and then we have like light soft Jungkook, and you have to balance both of their vocal tones in the same song. Woozy 8 with this one. Incredible. Everyone sounds so good. This is definitely a song for the fans. Isn't that so sweet? I sing along with you the same melody. I cry and laugh with you this night where we offer all our love. How beautiful. My one and only treasure. This moment where we shine together becomes the courage for countless tomorrows. Even if another rainy day comes, I'll be first in line for you. It's 100% a song that you sing at the concert. I feel like this is the song to replace Circles because we cannot put Circles back on the set list. Like, I can see it so clearly because it's one of those songs where you put your light stick in the air and we all sing together and you wave it back and forth. I see it so clearly. And it's like literally talking about that moment in the concert. This moment where we shine together, this moment where we're together in the concert becomes the courage for countless tomorrows. Being in the concert and experiencing a 17 concert fills you with so much energy and power and resiliency that even if another rainy day comes, I'll be first in line for you. When the hard times come, you think about 17, you think about that concert, you go back, you watch Ghost, and you're okay. And I think being like, you're my headliner, when like literally you're going to a 17 concert and they're the headliners, I think it's a very cute. I think it's a very cute turn of phrase. But that's it, y'all. That's the end of the album. I'm not listening to SOS Instrumental because I don't like it regular. This is a good album. This is a good album. Do I like it more than FML? I think so. I think I do. I think I do like this album more than FML. Yeah, I think I do. This is great news to me. I always want to like their newest comeback more than their last comeback. I wanna see them improve and get better. And I just feel like, I don't know. You can watch my opinions on FML. I didn't really love that album. I love some songs on it. I don't understand, but I Love You is incredible. Fire's really good. But I feel like the album as a whole, I wasn't like in love with. Like, how often do I go back and listen to FML? Rarely. And almost exclusively just for I Don't Understand But I Love You because that song's incredible. But I feel like this song, if we just take out SOS, or we come out with a Korean version, I cannot stress enough, I think that this song would be so much better in Korean. When I don't have to understand the lyrics, and it's given that nuance due to a lack of understanding on my part, I think I would like it so much more. But when I have to be confronted by those bad lyrics, I'll say it, because they're in English, and I can fully judge it as somebody who, like, natively speaks and understands English. It's bad. The lyrics are bad, and I don't like to listen to it, because it's bad. And I feel like if it was in Korean, I couldn't judge the lyrics that harshly, because I don't have a strong grasp on the Korean language. I don't like it. I don't like anything about SOS. And I feel like if they just plucked that song off the album, and plucked the instrumental off the album, and we just had a nice 6-song track, or a 6-song album, so much better. So much better. My favorite song is definitely Monster. Monster's so good. Monster's so good. Monster is to 17th Heaven what I Don't Understand But I Love You is to FML. It's that bitch. It's the standout song. If they come to the States and they don't perform Monster, I'm gonna be so mad. I need to hear this song live. It's so good. And God of Music is cute and fun. I'm very excited to see what they do on the music shows and how they perform it, because I feel like the performance is gonna be very cute and fun. Do I prefer 17 when they're in their rock bag? Yes, of course. I feel like Rock With You was incredible. Hot, incredible. Sologong even, incredible. So I feel like for them to go back to like their sort of boy crushy era, I don't hate it, but I was like, those are my rock stars. Those are my, like, dark leather cowboy boys. So for us to go away from that is not my preferred method, but I appreciate the song for what it is, and I think it's very, very fun. I think everybody sounds really good in God of Music, and I feel like God of Music is a really, really good song. Diamond Days, incredibly sweet. I love a song that's self-referential. Headliner, incredibly sweet. And a very, very fun song, and everybody sounds good on the song. I feel like it's really hard to get 13 people to sound good on the same song. Like, every so often, somebody's just gonna sound a little bit off because you're trying to blend 13 voices together. It's very hard. Headliner does it incredibly. The fact that Yawn is the longest song, by like a lot. It's the only song to reach 4 minutes, and no song even comes close. No other song even reaches 3.5 minutes, which I think is crazy. But Yawn is like it's a very beautiful song. And I think that the way that they blended all of their voices, which is, again, very hard when you have different vocal qualities in, like, Junghan and Joshua versus, like, DK and Seungkwan, to keep them all very soft, I think was a really good idea. Because I think sometimes you get, like, really soft songs, like, fuck, what is that song called? I don't know what song I'm thinking about. You know what song I'm thinking about. Is it Lie Again? No. Whatever. I think the standard for vocal team songs will always be Second Life for me, because Second Life is such a good song. I love that song so much. But I feel like Yawn is very good. Yawn is very well put together. Back to Back is fun. I feel like I need to see them perform it, though. It's very hard to judge a performance song just based off of the song alone. Because when I first heard Wave, I was like, okay, the song is whatever. And then I saw the performance and I was like, no, this song is actually legendary and shook the earth to its core. So I need to judge the performance team song with the performance. I do like this album. Is it my favorite 17 album? No. So simply no. But okay, in terms of mini albums, no, I don't even think so. No, because they have so many good mini albums. This is their 11th. Even Ataka. Nothing will be Ataka. See, that's what, because like you see, I don't want to say that K-pop is bad now, because it truly just, it might be me. But when I was in K-pop in 2021, everybody came out with banger albums. Top to bottom banger albums. Ataka, top to bottom, incredible. To You, Rock With You, Crush, Pong, and Perfect Love. I Can't Run Away. Okay, I Can't Run Away isn't my favorite. But 2 minus 1, 7 incredible tracks, top to bottom, that I love, that I'll listen to nonstop. And then you get to these newer albums where you're like, I like some of the songs. There's usually 1, maybe 2 songs that I really love. But then the rest of the songs are like, they're okay. Some of them are skips, like 50 out of 50. Like 50% of the time, I'll skip the song because it's good, but it's never like, I need to listen to the song. Whereas I feel like with some of their older albums, I love them top to bottom. And that might just be nostalgia bias. It might just be my personal taste changing. I don't know. But it's not just 17, as I talked about with TXT's album. I'm like, their newer albums, I'm just not feeling as much as their older albums. I don't know if that's because their sound is changing in a way that's different than the way my tastes are changing, but it's just sort of like, I don't know. Because it's not even that long ago that they made an album that was really, really good. Your Choice, also incredible. Heaven's Cloud, Ready to Love, Game Boy, Wave. I don't like anyone. Hangare, incredible. I'm just saying. I feel like this album is really good, but I feel like it's probably just a me thing, but I think a lot of new comebacks are not as jaw-dropping as I feel like previous comebacks have been. But let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of this album. Let me know what you think in comparison to like all of their music, in comparison to the rest of their discography. Because I feel like God of Music is on the same level as World. I feel like World and God of Music are on like the same level. They're very similar title tracks in that way. But then we went after World to Sonogong, and I feel like Sonogong is a lot closer to Hot. So perhaps maybe the next title track will be back on that like rock track. Maybe every other title track is just going to be a fun bop, and then the other one's going to be like a more intense concept. Anyways, let me know what you think of the songs. Let me know what you think of the album in comparison to their other albums. Let me know what your favorite song on the album is. If it's not Monster, you really have to fight for your case, because Monster, in my mind, is leaps and bounds above the rest of these songs. But with this album done, that means that we're halfway through comeback season. We only have JK's comeback and Stray Kids comeback left. And from what I am seeing from Stray Kids concept photos so far, I'm very excited for the new Stray Kids album in a way that I have not been excited for the TXT or 17 album, which is disappointing because you know I love my High Boys. But we'll have to see. We'll have to wait and see. I'm now going to go because this is a big chunk of time out of my day that I was not expecting to spend. And next week will be my update video, and then JK's, and then Stray Kids. So just switching around the things because silly me to assume that the album that hits stores on Friday comes out on Friday. Who would have thought that it comes out on a random Monday? Not me! No, don't go. Go back. Go back. Go back. Ra-ta-ta-ta-ta. Ra-ta-ta-ta.
Why don't I have the new iPhone 15 Pro?
I don't know, rich person. Why don't you?